Welcome back, you guys. I hope you are excited for today's video because it's another day, another new launch. We have the From the Roots palette from Dede Signature, and I am so excited about both of the looks that I created with this. She is beautiful. Listen, I am really sick right now, but there are so many good launches happening that I literally just cannot stop myself. All I want to do is create looks. So here we are with another fabulous launch, and I am excited to get into it. So let's go ahead and get started. If this is your first time here, my name is Heather, and I usually don't sound so rough, but as I said, I am sick. But I love all things makeup, especially colorful makeup and indie brands. And if you guys love those things too, I really hope you will stick around, subscribe. I would love to hear from you down below in the comments. I am so excited about this launch. I love the whole theme behind it and everything. The artwork is beautiful. I actually have like a tree tattoo on my arm. I love it so much. It's like half of it. It's like, it kind of represents like the seasons of life and how it changes. And then you could see like the birds kind of like flying away here. It says "Let It Be" at the top. That was one of my grandma's favorite songs by the Beatles. And it has her name as well, Lois, which is also for my Aunt Lois too, and I love it so much. But when I saw it, it made me think of, when I saw this palette, it made me think of this tattoo. So this palette was created to celebrate the journey of finding our ancestral roots, a theme that has deeply resonated with so many of us in recent times. It's more than shades in a pan. It's a story of identity, history, and cultural connection. So you'll have to let me know down below, like, if you have done like the ancestry DNA thing. I've thought about it, but I'm also like, you know, my family's a little crazy. I don't know what kind of secrets I'll be revealing about our family line, so I'm kind of like a little nervous about doing it too. But yeah, I do have several other family members that have done it, and just being able to see like where you came from in the world, I think that is really awesome. DNA is such a fascinating thing to me as well. So if you have done it and you want to share your story, let me know down below. But this palette is launching on October 10th at 11 a.m. CST, and it's retailing for $48 US or $48.99 US. And I do have a code with the brand. It is AOML. It is affiliated, and it will save you 10%. So thank you so much if you do use it. I really do appreciate it. But at the end of the day, more than anything, my videos are meant to be inspiration and to share my thoughts on the palette as well, in case you are interested in picking it up. You guys know I love Dede Signature. They have become such a favorite for me. They have launched such incredible palettes this year, and I'm excited to be adding this one to my collection as well. And also, I did get this in PR too. But I am so excited to show you both of the looks that I created. This is actually look number 2, and it might be my favorite. I don't know. But I really loved look number 1 as well. So you're going to have to let me know what you think, and let's go ahead and get into that now. Well, you guys, it may not appear that way, but I am really excited to get into this palette. I just am down with the sickness. I woke up today feeling like complete crap, which kind of makes sense because I really didn't feel good yesterday or the day before, but I wasn't really sick either. And today I woke up sick AF. So here I am. But this palette is so gorgeous and chaotic in such a fun, beautiful way, and I am excited to create some fun looks with it. Hopefully they're fun, but maybe my creativity might not be at its all-time high, because like I said, I do feel like really like crap for real, but I'm gonna give it a go. There's so many launches coming out right now, and I am so excited for all of them. And now Cosmic Brushes has just shown like sneak peeks of their next launch. I'm excited. I think Artitude is about to have one as well. Like, all of the fun things are happening and I am ready. But we're gonna start this off with this beautiful mustardy yellow, more like macaroni and cheese, like Kraft macaroni and cheese kind of yellow, and I'm doing that on an E06 from Singe, and I'm dabbing this here in the inner corner to prime my eyes today. I actually used, here it is, my Sigma Eye Base in the shade Persuade. But yeah, look how pigmented she is. This is so bright and beautiful. So the combo I'm doing today is different than anything I've done before, at least that I can remember, but I am excited about it. I'm curious to see how it's gonna turn out. I'm not sure 100% what I'm doing tomorrow, but this shade, Royal Descent, is one of the most beautiful blues I have ever seen in my life, and I have a desperate need to want to use that one for something. I just don't know like what or how to use it, but that shade is so pretty. So I'm just thinking, what could I do with it? This color story is a bit chaotic, but I like that. I think it's gonna make it more fun and exciting. The looks are gonna be really fun, and I'm just happy to be getting into it. Hopefully though, I will not be feeling worse tomorrow, which you usually do on the second day, but we will see. Fingers crossed. I'm sad though, because our niece has a ultrasound appointment tomorrow and I'm gonna have to miss it, which sucks, but she's actually the person who gave me this cold at the same time. But I want to dip into this shade, and I thought this combo could be fun because it's on the cover, like this gold and this like deep kind of green bluish color. So I thought, if it's pretty on the cover, it has to be beautiful on the eyes. So let's try it and just give it a shot. So I'm just using another E06 and packing this out here in a blob format. She is pigmented, but honestly, I expected nothing less. I love the Dede signature formula. I'm excited because I got my Fantasy Cosmetica palette in yesterday, the Betty Jean collab, which is familiar, and I'm so excited to play with that one after I do looks with this one. It's gonna be so fun. But also, did you guys see that Odin's Eye restocked Angelica's Hella palette? And if you aren't familiar with that palette, this is one of my favorite Odin's Eye palettes. I love it. Honestly, if I had the money right now to buy a backup, I probably would, because I love these two shades specifically in this palette. But I love this color story. I think it's so beautiful, and it's one of my favorite collabs that's ever launched, and I wanted to tell you guys about it in case you don't have Instagram and you did not see that. But I think that's awesome because I know a lot of people have been waiting for that one to come back. And I do have a code. I don't know if you can use codes on collabs with Odin's Eye, so you can try it. But I do have a code with them now as well, and it's AOML. it's affiliated, but it will save you 10%. So if you choose to use it, I really do appreciate it. But this combo, do you see how it's like really just pulling in the cover of this palette? I think it's so cute. I love it so much. Honestly, I don't really feel like I need a shade to blend out, but there are like two flesh-toned shades here. So I might use this one. This one's a little more cool toned. So let's just give this a try. Yeah, it really makes that blend look seamless. And then I'll just work on building it up. But before I do that, let's add these same two shades down here to the lower lash line, starting with this shade out here. And make sure this just lines up with the outer corner as best as possible. I really love this color combo. It's very different. And then taking Sacred Ember, adding this to the front half. And I could even lighten up some more here with that Rooted Clay shade. Just lighten that shade a little, add some brightness there, and kind of just layer the two shades. That way I have the color there, but I also have that brightness. I love that. Okay, so now I want to go in with this shade, Tribe Ink, and just deepen up a little bit here in the outer corner. So far, I'm really loving this combo, though. I think it's so cute. But I'm going to use an E27 from Sigma just to add a little depth out here in the very outer corner. This is kind of like a brownish black. I think depending on what color you put it on is going to depend on like which way it pulls. Because in a swatch it looks black, I mean brown, but on the eye it does look black. But I like it a lot. You know, I love a smoky outer corner. Those are always my favorite types of looks. I'm also going to take some on this little pencil brush. It's the E11 from Singe, and run this down here in the very outer corner. Make sure it all meets up as well. Then I'm going to go in with the Shine On from CLIONADH. This is the glitter glue, my current favorite. And I'm just going to kind of put most of it in the center, but a little bit all over the lid. Except for the inner part. I might leave that matte. I've been enjoying that look lately. Okay, so most of the eye, I do want to be this shade. I think it's so pretty. It's Ancestor Veil, and it's such a gorgeous shade. So shiny and reflective, and I think it will be stunning with this combo. Especially because both colors are really in this shade. And it does not disappoint. Not even in the slightest. I am going to take it over just a little bit. I love that. Okay, then I'm going to take an E01 and go into Harvest Soil down here, and I want to put that kind of like on the edge here, and I'm going to spray it with some setting spray. I do want to try to keep that inner part matte, but this shade is like one of those antique gold kind of shades, and I think it will really help fade that gold into this shimmer out here. Yeah, that is so pretty. I think this shade is also would be really pretty with the shade Blood Bond or like even Rebirth, because it kind of has that base underneath there, especially this shade. Those two together would be gorgeous. Then I like to take a dry E01 and kind of tap it over that. I think that is so pretty. It really helps those two like fade and mesh. I love this combo so much. So last, I do want to use this little CLIONADH brush and take some more of that shade and pick it up on this little, it's like a little smudging brush, and use this down here to help bridge those two shades together. I just think it's so cute. And it really ties this palette, like the cover of this palette, together in an eye look so well, I think. But of course, I cannot wait to hear what you guys think. The last thing I want to do is take some of that shade I used out here in the outer corner, and I want to make sure it's blended into these shimmers, and I keep that angle as well because I just love the way that looks on my eye shape. Then using some of that shade Tribe ink, just deepening up the very outer corner. Somehow I made it, I survived, and I love this look so much. I think it's so pretty. These shimmers are breathtaking, but I really do love this combo so much, as I've said many times throughout this video, but my vocabulary is very short right now, so you're gonna have to look over me. But I do think it pulls the cover of this together really nicely. This blue shade right here is really getting me though, and I love the way it looks in the palette. I think this would have been really beautiful in this outer corner as well with this yellow in the inner corner. That would be an awesome combo. In case you do plan on picking it up, it will give you some inspiration for future looks. But I love it. I can't wait to hear what you guys think of it. I really don't know what I'm gonna do for look number 2. I'm excited to see what I feel like creating tomorrow. Hopefully I feel better. I really hope. But what I used to finish up the look, I used the NYX Epic Wear liner in the shade Cosmic Yellow, lined the whole waterline, and then I deepened up this back half with a melt liner. This is in the shade Cultura. I never know if I'm saying that correct, but it's like this dark mustard shade, and I think it's so pretty. It actually matches this inner corner like perfectly, but I did want to have a little brightness in the inner part, which is why I used Cosmic Yellow in the front part of the lid. And then I did the Bad Gal Bang mascara and the flare lashes from Bright Lashes. But let me know what you guys think of this look down below. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. I really do love the combo, but I'm excited to go put my pajamas on, figure out what we're doing for dinner, and going to bed, you guys. Oh, I hate being sick. And this Chiari malformation thing I have in the back of my head, like if I cough or strain, it causes like extreme pain, and having a cough is like the worst. With that, it's like the worst combo ever. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to look number 2. I am back for look number 2. I sound gravelly as hell. My predictions yesterday were correct. I do feel worse, but I am all caffeinated on Red Bull and high on cough meds. So we're going to do this look, and I am kind of excited about it, to be honest. As long as I don't cough, that is. But I am so excited to dip into this blue. I had to try to figure out a way to play with this today because this color just really has been, it speaks to me, you know. So I went ahead and primed my eyes with my Sigma primer. Apparently I have the hiccups now too, but my Sigma primer in the shade Persuade. So we're gonna dip in to Royal Descent, and I'm just doing that on an E25 brush from Sigma, and just packing this here in the outer corner. We're gonna make this like a blob here. I'm going to try not to sniffle through this whole video. It's officially passed on to Amanda now too. So we are both just living it up over here. And the two who gave it to us are in perfect health. Isn't that the way it goes? I'm going to use this E11 pencil brush and run some of this along the lower lash line. This shade is so pigmented, which I love to see it. It's so pretty. Oh, I love it so much. It's so like vivid and bright. But I do think I want to use an E06 to really pack this on more in the outer corner. To really pack this on out here. That shade is just as gorgeous as I was hoping. Like, look how vibrant that is, just even on the brush. And that's a small dip. It's insane. I'm not even exactly sure what I'm doing. Not 100% sure. I'm just kind of just going with it. We're just gonna have fun today. And even though, like, I do feel rough. I feel as rough as my voice. I am really excited. I got a lot of cool things today. I still have the Fantasy Cosmetica and Betty Jean collab that I'm excited to play with. I got 2 palettes from Simply Posh today, and the new launch from Bella Beauty Bar as well. That looks so beautiful. But in the midst of being sick, I am preparing. I need to try to pre-film because I am getting ready to go to Austin, Texas for the Creators and Friends Halloween party, and I'm so excited for that. I have my costume ready, picked out. I might vlog so you guys can see like my costume. It's gonna be really cool, or at least I hope so, but I'm excited about it. It's very on brand for me. But look at this blue, how well this blended out. I am back. I went and got some tea. Hopefully it will help with the gravelly voice. Also, I got this cute cup at TJ Maxx, and it is not wrong. I would rather be at TJ Maxx most of the time. Not today, however. I am excited. So, now we're going to dip into Spoken Legacy, which is this gray. You guys know I love mixing gray with other colors. It's one of my favorite things to do, but I'm going to pop this here in the inner corner. And I think this is going to be cool because I'm going to add another color as well, which is a little bit different than something I've done before. Let's lighten this up a little with Spice Root, which is like this cool tone version of this one, which I used yesterday. It's just a bit more neutral, I would say. And I'll use that to help kind of blend this gray out on my skin, my very light skin tone. I will say though, I'm so sorry about the sniffles, but other than that, this blue blended out miraculously on my skin. I was pleasantly surprised. that I did not need anything to blend that out. It's such a freaking fabulous shade. I have to keep reapplying my gloss because I have to keep blowing my nose, and every time I do, it wipes off the makeup on my top lip and everything. It's so annoying. But the gloss I'm wearing is in Petal from Dede's Signature. I love these glosses. If you like the nude, like milky type of gloss, I do recommend these. I think they're really comfortable and beautiful on the lips. But let's move on. What do I want to do next? I think I want to go ahead and add that next color. So going in with Olive Tree, I'm kind of going to use that to bridge between these two shades. I don't really know why. I just want to use them together. I just thought it could be really cool. Oh yeah, and then use like Olive Tree to kind of go up around the blue, and then use it to blend these two together. That's really cool. And then I'll go back in with the E06 and we'll blend these. I think this could be really cool. Something different for sure. Honestly, I love this even just on its own as an all matte look. I think it's so cool. And it's kind of a unique color combo. I've done like green and gray, blue and gray, but I've never done all three together. And I think it's really cute. But let's move along. Oh, and I did the same exact thing on the lower lash line real quick. Well, I went downstairs and was ordering some Panera bread. We need some soup in this house. Ain't no way I'm cooking, but I'm going in with my Shine On glitter glue from CLIONADH, one of the best. And I am just tapping this all over the lid. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with this situation. Honestly, either one of those shimmers that I used yesterday would be really good on this. I know I want to use this one, but I might add in some of Ancestor Veil, which is the one I used yesterday. But we're going to start out with Divine Dust. This is like one of those really pretty translucent shades. Kind of matches my highlight situation, which is the Lethal Cosmetics Dexter highlight mixed with Green Goddess from Bella Beauty Bar. I actually got that package in today from Bella Beauty Bar, and I realized that I did not order the highlight, and I'm like, are you serious, Heather? I'm so annoyed with myself, but it is what it is, you know. But look at this. She is glossy, and I kind of wanted it like at a bit of an angle. I thought it could be fun. Oh, I love this. I think that's so pretty. Honestly, this just might be enough, you know? Because I have just been loving the look of that matte inner corner, but this like placed kind of like haphazardly all over the lid, I think is so pretty. And like kind of let it fade up into nothing. I'll just use some of the brush here with this blue on it to blend. I love that. But I think I want to take, let's start with Spiced Root. I might end up going in with this one, but we'll try this one first on an E01 and just pack some of that here. I feel like we need some kind of light. I am going to put the green over it, but kind of hoping it will fade. And then going in with some of the gray. I just love how that shimmer transforms on whichever shade it's laying on. I think that is so pretty. And let's use the E01. I'm going to pick up some more of this shade, but just using the brush. And just kind of place it. I didn't want to use like glitter glue or anything, because I don't want it to be like fully opaque. But I think that is so cute. Let's do some on the lower lash line as well. I'm so sorry for my voice in this video. I know it's rough. Hopefully it'll be better tomorrow. But I'm just taking some of the shade down here as well. So I really started this look out not knowing at all what I was going to do, but ended up just loving the way that it turned out. The color combo I think is so beautiful, and love like the shimmer just all over the lid. I think it's so pretty, but I just had so much fun creating this look. So to finish it off, I used 3 liners. Exit from ColourPop and 2 liners from Glisten Cosmetics, one in the shade green, which I did like in the center, and use a little bit of the white over top of it to try to lighten in the inner corner. And then I did dark blue out here in the outer corner, created like an ombre situation and made it kind of smoky in the outer corner. Then for mascara, I used the Benefit FanFest mascara, and for lashes, I used my Bright Lashes in Flare again. But like I said, I really love the way this turned out, and honestly, I've had so much fun with this palette so far. It's such a good time. I love this color story. It's a little chaotic, but done in such a beautiful way. Also, you could do this same eye look, but use the blue, how I did it out here, then going into the purple, and then do the pink in the inner corner. That would be really pretty, and do like this shade all over the lid, and I think that would be so stunning. But I love this color story. I think it's so fun and chaotic in such a beautiful way, and these shimmers are so outstanding. The blue just truly just blew me away with how well it blended. Such an effortless matte formula. It's quickly become one of my favorites, but I don't know if this video will be up by the time it launches. It should be, but you'll have to let me know. Do you plan on picking this up or not? If so, you can use my code if you want to. It is AOML, and it will save you 10% off your order. But if not, let me know what you think of the looks. Which look was your favorite? Again, I am so sorry about the gravelly voice. Fingers crossed tomorrow is better. I really hope so. But all in all, despite being sick, I still had so much fun with this, and I can't wait to continue playing with it off camera. But I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way till the end. It really does mean so much to me, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out. And until next time, bye!